San Diego area for California. We have driven almost 3,000 miles with the Z06. This is the most driven Z06 customer car in the world. And it's funny, I have not had a single chance to test it out in the corners yet, because the majority of the roads that, that we took driving back were straight or flat because of the weather. Now, being back in California, the beauty of it all is that we have good weather all around, and then not just that, we've got mountain landscapes, huge, awesome mountains with great roads that you can drive straight up. So finally, I can get a good feel of this car and for what it's meant for. So anyway, let's take some corners briskly to get a first impression of what the vehicle is like. Look at our mile per gallon gauge going straight down. We were getting 22.8, which is a record MPG for a Z06. Now we're getting a 17.1. It's probably going to drop way more down, honestly. But rolling down the window, sounds insane. Whoa. The way it feels climbing up the RPM is just surreal. It really is. I'll do it again. Watch. Downshifting 1 gear. Whoa. That's not even near red line, and the entire car just gets so loud, doesn't it? Let's take these few corners up here, but this time actually go up to red line, shall we? So here we go, downshifting, 1, 2, 3. This is like an absolute race car. Let's do downshift so close to a red line. It's insane. Actually, I do want to touch base on one subject. My first impressions driving this car, 3,000 miles almost across the country. It's really been an experience where I've learned more and more about the car the more I drive it. And finally getting to this destination, I've learned that this is more than just a track car. It's more than a car that you can get inside and drive and enjoy the moment. This is a vehicle that literally can handle anything you throw at it, but it does have some areas that you need to really, I'd say, focus on. This car, is it a cross-country vehicle with these tires? I would say no. You're always going to risk a nail or something along those lines with having such sticky, summer-only focused track tires. With the standard tires that come with the Z06, I would say this cross-country journey would be much more accessible. Also, you can't steer with your legs anymore if you're getting a drink of water. I'm not sure if you do that, but that's one of the things you can't do, because having the carbon fiber in the top and the bottom, it gets slick or slippery. Good thing is this: if you don't want to wear down the Alcantara, put your hand right here, or put your hands down here, and you can drive as much as you want without ever touching the Alcantara on the side, or the suede. I always say Alcantara, and you won't wear it. That's good. That's cool. That's cool, right? The next thing I've learned is this: depending on what the conditions are outside, you can't exactly turn the front tires all the way seamlessly, because if it's really cold outside, the rubber on these Cup 2Rs, they get really hard, and they actually tend to slip and hop, which you'll feel it inside the vehicle. Stingrays kind of do this sometimes, so if you felt what I'm talking about, then you know. The same can be said for the Z06. If you're turning the wheel all the way and you're overclocking it, because it's got a special feature where you can overclock it, you might feel some feedback and hear some noises. It's because of the conditions. When the tires get warm, you won't have these issues anymore. So this is a car that needs to be driven, I'd say, in summer conditions. I wouldn't suggest winter or cold conditions, but it can do it. We drove in 30-something degree weather and we were fine. Can you get good gas mileage? Yes, you can. But is it hard? I would say so, because having all this downforce with the Z07 package, you need to be able to put it in cruise control and basically have a flat road, and do not mess around with changing gears and passing cars. Just stay at one speed and keep going. Then you'll get the 22.8, hopefully, MPG that I got in this vehicle. This vehicle itself actually spawns really unique responses from different people. Either they know exactly what it is, or they think it's a Ferrari, or they just don't care. It's really interesting seeing reactions across the country, because depending where you are, they're just not, people aren't just into cars, or you might get swarmed with people with the Z06. This car is a vehicle that, it's a look at me car, especially with the color combo that we have with the red and the yellow. I love the spec, it turned out great. It's gonna turn some heads. The beauty of it is that this is now, I would say, officially going head to head against the best exotics on the market. Wow, look at the view. This is such an iconic and amazing way to end a cross-country journey. Look at this. This is so amazing. Let me accelerate because this guy is trying to pass. Is he? Yeah, he's probably trying to pass as well. Let's go ahead and get ahead of the semi-truck. Wow, look at this view. We have made it. Home sweet home, California. Yeah, we've got a lot of deserts down here, but the coastline is beautiful. There's so many car enthusiasts out here and a lot of racetracks. So start from here on out. The track content will be coming your way. I cannot wait to experience how this compares against the fastest and greatest cars on the planet. Not only that, more car shows we're gonna go to. Just a quick third-gear pull right there. It revs so high. Wow, this thing is so much fun. I really haven't had a chance to properly ring it out and test the braking performance and the acceleration out of corners, throw it in, because the time I tested the trace track in Pittsburgh, I drove for about 10 minutes on track, and it was the first time I drove it. Then driving cross country again, you don't have a chance to really drive it hard in corners because we're going from Kentucky all the way down to Texas to here. Finally, I get to experience this car in a whole different facet. It's like a whole different realm, and it's all going to start happening now. I'm super pumped about it. Please let me know what you want to see next. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button to help me out, and subscribe for much more great content coming out your way. I'll see all of you in the next episode.